I was, well, I'm starting another program. Kind of. Well, my other program, I'm gonna be out in the countryside there, going through the woods and just talking and reading out of, I think the first one I start out with is I'm going back and reviewing, I'm going through my black book, which is the one that has a lot of spicy stuff in it, you know, as far as there's some suggestive thought patterns placed in there, and I'm gonna read everything as it is. But if I'm doing that book, walking around out there where I'm at, you know, since springtime is coming, gonna give me some sun and some fresh air, a little walking and stuff. And I got the next program, I'm gonna start doing it in that fashion, hopefully. And I'm gonna still keep doing this one where I come down here and sit in the studio because I like the quality of the sound for the vocals. And I think it gives me a little bit of a challenge as to how it's challenged me to sit down here for 4 hours and talk about nothing and try to remember what has transpired, you know, within the confines of the world and the political system which we have set up, which is not the political system that was started from the beginning. There was no parties. I don't know how many, well, there were restrictions on who could be what and all that, because like I said, when they first started out, it was, 55 or something like that. White guys got together that had property, land, and knowledge and all that stuff, you know, part of that 15% of y'all that think y'all know how to run the world. But you have all the answers. It gets real shaky out there, but we all need each other. I mean, we're a created being. And he created all of us, but he didn't create us all exactly alike. Because we all fit a pattern. We're all pieces of this puzzle. And one day, maybe eons down the road, in some world similar to this, hopefully this one, we will be able to recognize, because I believe in the eternity of life, so wherever I go, I know I'm going to recognize that positive aspect inside of creation. As I try to look for the positive side of all these folks in this creation down here called mankind, but it gets real hard sometimes. But there's a positive and a negative to everything. Good can only be good so long. You know, he starts thinking that his good is worth more than your bad. And God set this situation up so we aren't supposed to judge, we're supposed to just take care of our little reality. So, that's just me babbling on about my no good program. Because like I said, I will get real political on you and talk about you folks, and don't take it too serious, you know. We've all been thought of in worse terms, and whatever terms you may think came out of my mouth that was negative to you. It was not meant that way. It was meant for you to wake up and see what the heck is going on. When they say wake up and smell the roses or smell the coffee, you know. This is a Maxwell House moment. Wake up in the morning. But I gotta time myself here. This is January, February, March. This is April. Funny weather system going on again there. You know, I'm gonna get into this weather thing too, man, because y'all, you know, the big rocks that's been coming down here on us and stuff like that. We need to double check them rocks. Like I said, man, they got all these oil, y'all little greedy people got all these oil pipelines and trying to build a new one coming from Canada all the way down here with this nasty, nasty oil. The spill, that's a nasty, nasty oil. And they're asking to build that, you know, now, see, now you could be manipulated. You know, somebody may have done something to it. Still, you're vulnerable to it. And it's all over the country, man, all kinds of stuff like that. And all this fracking and stuff just to keep maintaining and thinking you have to have this process going on. You don't have to have it. If something happens and you don't have it, you'll learn how to do without it. Well, let's start learning how to do without it now. Because something ain't right with the situation. Something is warming up. What are we going to do? Where are we going to go? I said we need to look 50, 60 years down the road and say, we may need to have some survival areas. Especially one high enough in the air that when the water starts sloshing around or something hits us and big tsunamis and stuff start coming, there's some high playing places up there where the water ain't gonna tear it up too bad. But something's gonna happen. If not now, sometime in the future. We know it's an inevitability. Well, let's give ourselves a chance to let some part of mankind to survive this, to be some kind of obedient servant. Some of us can deal with not being, we can deal with listening to the man and living by his standards and rules and regulations and don't want all this extra stupidity going on. Some of us can live to this extreme, but those of us are going to survive. Let me quit.